If he comes out and looks great tonight, to get back to your point about playing in Tokyo, he's got to be thinking, this is it for me, and this is all it's going to be, barring an injury to Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly right.
This is it.
Right.
Preseason is it for me to go show that I have grown, that I have matured, that
No
I
doubt.
have learned, that
Right.
I am the guy that all those Jets fans should be thinking about as the guy after Rodgers. That's been the other aspect of this that's unprecedented. When we've seen this routine, late career quarterback changes teams, whether it's Favre to the Jets, Favre to the Vikings, Peyton Manning to the Broncos, Tom Brady to the Buccaneers, you kind of suspend the whole what's next. You just know, okay, at some point, like, we're going to have to completely rebuild the quarterback position, but we don't care because we want to enjoy this moment with this older quarterback. You've got a guy that it's just weird.
It is.
It's weird.
It is. No, and I think to what you're saying there, this can go a long way. I know it's meaningless football, preseason football, but he's got 4 opportunities to kind of at least shift the perception of him. If he goes out and looks good, makes some eye-popping plays, and then does some of the things that he makes the eye-popping plays. That's the hard part. He doesn't do the medium or low-level difficulty things at a consistent level. That's his biggest issue. That's where the Jets got frustrated. But if he shows that, it'll calm the talk around him in the New York area to where, and maybe they can see it for what it is if he puts 3 or 4 good games together and slowly but surely, like we said, kind of build him up and hopefully he can build the fan base back up and to believing in him.
And then you've got Aaron Rodgers talking to the media after the games at some point, saying, see what he did there?
Yeah,
look at
Rodgers.
Look at that. Look at what Zach did. Look at that play. Did you notice that play? Are you paying attention? Are you not entertained? I mean, he's got his cheerleader and Aaron Rodgers in a position to come and point out.
Yeah.
Where he doesn't have to say, I did well.
Right.
He's got Rodgers can say, look how well he did.
Yeah. That would go a long way. I was very lucky to have a guy like Brad Johnson who would give me praise as a young player after a preseason game. And I feel like that was part of the Tampa Bay fan base latching on to me a little bit. Or liking me for a little bit. They didn't really know me, so maybe they didn't really like me. But either way, I'm just saying. But no, I think that went a long way to me as a player. But I always did feel like it bridged the gap a little bit. I remember we played a game down in Miami in the preseason one year, and I played really good. And I was right next to Brad in the locker, and they were talking about, hey, what were your impressions of the game tonight, and blah blah blah. And he, threw me a few bones. It was like, hey, Chris Simms was out there. He played really well. That's the first person I'd talk about. And I felt like that bridged the gap of like the fans going, wait, we have a quarterback here maybe. And yeah, that could go a long way if the fans hear it from Rodgers.
Strange, delicate balance. Guys are in competition, but they're teammates.
Yeah, it is. It's a
very
odd
weird
thing. The college, high school is cutthroat. You don't want the guy you're competing with in anything. The pros, you mature and you realize, wait, this is bigger than me a little bit. And you realize, hey, it's about me. Yeah, I want to play, but I don't need to be like in a negative, bad mood because I just want to kick Mike Florio's butt every day at practice, right? What happens when you're like that to a degree, you start to press. I'm going to kick his butt, right? And you start to make bad decisions or bad throws and do things like that. And that's what I learned pretty early on in my career. It was like, hey, don't worry about what Brad just did in his 10 reps or Sean King or whatever. Like, focus on Chris Simms. What is Chris Simms' 5 plays he's about to get here? And can I maximize what I got to do right there? And I think that's what you do realize once you get in the pros.
The challenge is to get the individuals to set aside their own career objectives and motivations for the duration of this season.
Yes, right.
And to come together as a team for this season. Gets back to why there's a benefit to what Sean Payton did last week. It got the Jets to coalesce as a team for this season. Forget about what each of us individually want to do or hope to do. We are a team for this season, and it's us against the world, or at a minimum, it's us against Sean Payton. Yes. So that I think will be helpful. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.